So like, let's say if I was a very positive person, you would be able to feel that.
Yeah.
If I was a very negative spirit, you'd be able to feel that because that's my bubble.
Yeah.
And whatever my bubble is a reflection of what's going on internally inside of me and everything. So that's important to know. And I want to go to the sciences of it. Like I have this thing where I talk about you can reform these beliefs. I think it's very important to reform your belief system. That is part of, like, one thing I believe is working. And when people think about work, like, we only think about it from like, let's go to a job. Work is to exert energy, physically or mentally.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like right now, we're working. We're exerting energy. We're exchanging energy right now. I want to build on that perspective because work is to work on yourself, right? And if you're not working on yourself, you're not acting like a human, right? Like literally, like if you're not working on yourself, you're not acting like a human. That's for another podcast. The word human means man. The man means mind, and the word human comes from the word earth. Right? When you look at the earth right now, the earth is responsible for all the trees and the civilizations that we have built upon. But it starts as a seed first, right? So the earth protects the seed, so in order for these fruit to embody its full potential. Correct? You're made from earth, literally. That's why you're called human. You're made from earth. So you are protecting the seeds that are in your mind, right? So that it can come into reality. So it comes from darkness into light. One of the ways to, and I know I'm going here, I just want to get this thought out. One of the ways to reform your belief systems is to constantly engage in reading. And I'm not talking about any type of reading, because like you can learn something, but it can put you back into ignorance. So not all information is good information. Knowledge is information that is refined. Knowledge is the highest type of information, right? And there's ignorance where like you don't know of the thing or you've been misinformed of that thing, right? Reading is like a mental gym for your brain cells. Your brain has what they call synapses. It's firing things, different things, and it has millions of synapses just firing, and it's connecting to other parts of your brain. I want you to think about this brain part like a road in Cincinnati. You know, like when you think of the road of the map, there's different connections, there's no outlets, there's bumpy roads, there's hills. This is the same thing, this is the same concept is going on in your mind, right? And even every year, what do they do every year with the roads?
I mean, maintain them, like fix them up and all that. Right?
They re-clean them. And sometimes throughout the years, there will be a block that was there, it's no longer there no more. So there's a time in where you're growing, where you're constantly refining your belief systems through reading, through information that is knowledgeable, right? And there's going to be a time where the information that you had before is no longer going to be part of you because it's an outdated system. Because you're constantly updating yourself. So I want you to build. I never told you that, but that's something that you can build on.
I mean, if you really think of it, like, that's 100% facts, by the way. Like, even with technology, when new phones come out, new software updates come out, if you don't update your phone to the newest software update, your phone gonna start bugging out.
Start lagging.
Like, that's just with the human, like, just us. Like, if you're not updating your system consistently, you're gonna be falling behind. Like, and I feel like the biggest problem with a lot of people is they're closed-minded. A lot of people stuck in their ways. They're not accepting they're not accepting the new update. You know what I mean? But that's just like basically trying to put the newest update on the iPhone 1. It's not compatible with it. But the thing is, you have control whether you want to be an iPhone 1 or whether you want to be the newest one. And a lot of people, and I feel like with this generation specifically, the problem is a lot of people want to look the part but don't be the part. You want to look like an iPhone 16, but mentally you're an iPhone 1. You know what I mean? People worried about too much about what they putting on instead of what they putting in. So that's the problem. Like, and you know, and also when we talk about knowledge, I feel like a lot of people confuse knowledge and intellect. Because intellect is what you possess, is a gift. You know, like you can gain intellect, but a lot of people intellect is with them. Knowledge you can learn. Whether it's book knowledge, street knowledge, sports knowledge. Knowledge is something that if you work hard, you can possess it. Like if I sit here all day and for 5 days straight, I'm looking up and doing research about podcasting. I'm going to know about podcasting because that's knowledge I'm gaining. A lot of people feel like, oh, I'm more intellectual than this person. It ain't nothing I can learn from him.
Okay.
You know, it's
talk about that.
Now let me hop on there, right? So, say for me, right? Say I went to college, right? And I may meet someone that didn't go to college, but he a multi-millionaire, right?
Got you.
And I'm like, what can he teach me? He didn't go to college. I went to college.
Yeah.
But he can teach me how to be a multi-millionaire. So I'm over here basing my superiority on him, on my intellect. But not knowledge. So a lot of people need to stop thinking just because you're more intellectual than somebody, that you're more knowledgeable than them.
Got you.
Because the intellect is something you possess. You already have it. Knowledge is something you go get. So
I think that's an attitude problem too. Like that's an attitude problem on being closed-minded. Like you not willing to learn because of whatever systems you value or whatever. I think it's important. Like somebody with an open mindset, right? That's willing to learn. Is better than someone that knows everything and that's not willing to learn. That's not willing to put it to action. Like I can know all these things, but if I have a negative mindset about these things, I'm not going to take no action. I can know about real estate, I can know about business, I can know about e-commerce, I can know about spirituality, I can know about all these things, but if I don't embody it, right, if I don't act upon it, it becomes nothing. It becomes useless. You know, compared to somebody like, let's say you're an open-minded individual, you know about these things, and you act upon it.
You know what a wise person once told me, and this always stays with me, bro. Sometimes I don't practice this, but sometimes when I don't, I'll be like, bro, like, he said, even if someone asks you a question, even if you know the answer, say you don't know. Because, let me tell you why though. To me, I'm like, damn, if I know the answer, why not just tell, right? He broke it down to me. I'm like, oh, I ain't even think of it like this. He said, if you ask me a question, and you ask, like, say, if you say, do you know this? And I'll be like, yeah, I know it. A lot of people don't know it, but they just say, yeah, I know it because they feel embarrassed. You saying, yeah, I know it, you blocked your blessing because you could have added more to what I know. Like, if you say, oh, do you know what that is made of? And I'll be like, yeah, that's made out of metal. And then you could have told me what kind of metal it was, how it was constructed. Like, so me saying, yeah, I know, I just blocked on my blessing on how much stuff you could have added to what I already know. I ain't never think of that though. Like, you know, someone say, oh, yo, you know, I'm like, yeah, I know him. You feel me? Just because I don't feel that, I don't want to feel that feeling of being left out or being embarrassed or not knowing. But nah, just say you don't know because you never know what that person can teach you off that moment.
Like that.
Yeah, like, so even if something.
I have moments like that.
Yeah, like, there's a lot of times, like, I swear, like, it's been times someone say, you know, some, that, you know, woo. I'll be like, yeah, no, I don't know. And even though I know a little bit, but then what they tell me, I'll be like, whoa, what?
I'm glad I said I ain't know.
I'm glad I said that I didn't know. Because
even though I knew about it.
Even though I knew, but you just taught me stuff that, or you probably taught me a perspective I never even saw before.
Gotcha.
So you blocking your blessing by saying, yeah, I know. And
you got to empty yourself, bro. Like, if your cup is full, there's nothing more I can put in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's one of the, like, that's like basic tasawwuf, like Sufi thinking, like the way they think, you have to empty yourself. When you empty yourself, then you could, you know, pour yourself in and everything like that.
But you know what the thing is, though? How I think. I believe as humans, we're never truly full because we're imperfect creations.
Indeed.
So we're never full. You may feel like you're full,
but
the human soul is not meant to be satisfied. Like, you can go to a buffet and eat all you want, your stomach full, you could barely walk. Somebody said, hey, yo, let's go to KFC on me. You're going to be like, yeah, let's go. Like, you're full, but the human soul is not meant to be satisfied.
You're saying that, I'm going to push back a little bit. I think there's only one way that we can be satisfied. And that, through Allah. And the only way to do that is to be in purpose.
Ooh, can I fix my statement?
Yeah.
A human soul cannot be satisfied. I mean, a human soul cannot be satisfied with worldly items.
Got you.
That's why I'm.
With just worldly items.
Just worldly items, like, you know, having a nice car is not gonna fully satisfy you. Having a nice house, have nice clothes, it feels good, but it will never satisfy you. You're always gonna want more. But the only thing that you can be satisfied with is God.
Got you.
Faith.
Got you.
Belief.
Yeah.
You could be satisfied with that.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I do think I agree with you.